Alright, we are back, guys. So, we just cleared out this area of cultists, which I don't know how they got in here, but they got in here somehow. A little weird that I had to turn the power back on. Here's more tanks that they never actually deployed, which is interesting. Guess they wanted to deploy them at a strategic moment, and that strategic moment never arrived. Yeah, I like exploring all this stuff while it's like destroyed and run in and icicles hanging off the ceiling and whatnot. Very cool. I got 6 detonating blasting traps. I don't really use the traps that much in this. Although I've watched other people play and get good use out of them, I prefer my playstyle. More facilities in the metal world. Almost ran off the edge there. That could have been bad. Maybe. The fall actually wouldn't have been that bad. I think there's water there, but I think that's just in case you fall off down here. Watching some absolute lunatics take out entire encampments with just traps. I don't know if they took out entire encampments. I don't remember that, but I do know that they did use them. Oh, we got some more. What's this? Voicemail. I believe in you.
Ames, I know I mail you too much. I'm just proud of what you're doing. Everyone back home is. We got moved inland 10 kilometers, just as a precaution, they say. School's still in session, so I get to keep my eye on Andres and Reggie. We never know where or when you're fighting, but when the VTOLs go over, all the kids run out and wave. I believe in you. I know nothing's ever gonna be the same, but I believe in you. I believe in us.
Think maybe she believes in him? Please reply from Roshana Guliev.
Ames, I don't even know if you're alive anymore. The mails I get from you, they say they're from you, but they don't sound... They sound recycled. Phrases put together, and you don't say anything about the news I pass on. The containment zone, the rebreathers, the rioting, One Earth. What happened in the Dallas bubble, Ames, that wasn't the robots. They won't even give me a straight answer when I demand to know if you're still alive. They just say if your messages keep coming, then you're still operational. It's not fair, Ames. It's not fair that you won't be with me when the lights go out. I love you.
That's so sad.
Super rude. Yeah, he's operational. Edited and approved 1.
Thanks for the mails, you. Time goes fast on active duty. 4 months with the wreck recalls, fighting with these civilian enlistees, scrappy guys and gals. That's all coming together. Between us and the 6th MRB, we took down a horse. I hope you made the news, honey. Showed everyone we're turning this around. We just need to give Project Zero Dawn the time it needs.
Okay. This one's called Edited and Approved 2.
I know it's been days, honey. I'm so sorry. Deployment's, getting real long. We have to put in the work for everyone. Like a family business. I still see you in the eyes of the people out there. They were glad to see us. They still had hope. I'm still fighting for you.
Yeah, that absolutely sounds edited. She wasn't far off. Unit status report.
Status report. 9th Mechanized Response Brigade, Commanding Officer Lieutenant Fiona Morell. Unit morale continues to be adversely impacted by outbound engagements against the Pharaoh Plague. especially when said engagements occur in sectors where civilian guard enlistees have been heavily engaged. The scope and nature of fatalities suffered by civilian guard and unarmed civilians in these sectors defy description. And witnessing it is generating a pervasive sense of hopelessness in the unit. Accordingly, I once again request that deployments of the 9th MRB be temporarily refocused on facilities that are mission critical to Project Zero Dawn. And once again, I request an immediate update on the status of Project Zero Dawn's timeline.
Excellent. So we know this base had something to do with Zero Dawn, but what exactly? Okay, we gotta hit that, but there's some things back here we're gonna scan first before we do that. USRC deployment records. December 2065, Week 1, Confidential, Operation Kickback, Reno, Nevada. Civilian Guard and Armor Battalions skirmished with Vanguard elements of Pacific Northwest Swarm PN-12. Engagement began on 0600 and concluded with a withdrawal at the 2100 the following day. Losses in the excess of 40% reported. Operation Thick Skull. Shenandoah Valley, SA Tech, Virginia. 12th MRB supported by civilian guard fought a rear guard action against the Eastern Seaboard Swarm ES-17. Engagement began at 0800 hours. At approximately 1400, 12th MRB reported the position was overrun and received authorization to detonate SA Tech facility, inflicting significant damage on ES-17. Surviving elements of 12th MRB withdrawn to Akron, Cleveland defense line. Operation Body Blow. Akron, Ohio. 9th and 10th MRBs, supported by sustained aerial strikes, assaulting the Horus-class Titan, resupplying the Eastern Seaboard Swarm ES-18. Engagement began at 0400 and concluded at 2200 with the elimination of the Titan. Note that this is 9th MRB's third Titan kill with minimal losses. Brigade readiness status. 3rd MRB refuses recall orders from Operation Pinch Hit. Deployment along Pensacola, Tallahassee defense line. Court-martial proceedings underway. 9th MRB, recalled from New York engagement zone to reinforce Wichita Theater, ready. 9th MRB, refitting USRC facilities, ready. 10th MRB, transfer from Kalmar, data corrupted. Alright, so they did have some success in fighting these guys, but because of the nature of the enemy, it seems like it was just not something that could be overcome. Alright, so this looks like a war room. Let's see what we got here.
What is this?
That? It's a map.
A map of what?
Our world. The planet Earth, Aloy. It's not flat like you thought.
Why would I think that? During eclipses, the shadow cast on the moon is curved. So our world is a globe. And it looks like this, from a distance.
We'll discuss this another time. Back to the matter at hand.
The Faro robots were spreading across the world, eating everything up. Somehow, Elizabeth stopped them before it was too late. But how?
So she sees what planet Earth looked like. Now it's probably shifted. It's been a while, so this might not be an accurate representation of Earth anymore. Oh, completely accurate anyway. Oh, I was just down there. Let's search the side rooms. Silence is such a sack of shit. He is. Alright, there's probably enemies back here. Oh, look at that. There's our metal devil.
The eclipse. Tampering with the metal devil. They don't think they can wake it, do they?
They might.
Watch out! Sun and shadow.
I have a question.
And this one can move.
Why didn't these dudes, or why didn't the Deathbringer attack them? Like, they couldn't have reprogrammed it that fast. Or, you know, known how to reprogram it. Okay, okay. That happened. Apparently the ground decided it needed to fall out from below me. So that's an option. Okay, so we don't want to murder those folks until we can skip this, right? Good to know. Can I go way down without taking damage? Doesn't really look like it. How do I get down from here? Okay, I see. Repelled it.
Another Kopish. And this one can move.
Oh, I know they reactivated the Deathbringer, but the you figure the Deathbringer would have been pre-programmed to just kill humans, because that kind of seems like okay, yeah, sure. Ow. I need to heal.
Time to face the shadow's judgment.
Are the wrong arrows equipped, by the way? Okay, these... There might actually still be one dude left over there somewhere. Oh. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't imagine that rock surviving. You can do that if you want. Like I said, it's been a while since I played, so I probably knew the answer at some point, but it's been a bit. I'm gonna overheat here momentarily. be a bit till it overheats again. Fuck you, Deathbringer. Alright.
Some soldiers long ago. They had to fight hundreds of those all at once.
Had to fight 100 of those, indeed. And plus the smaller ones, you gotta remember that too. Alright, I actually got a Deathbringer lens. Okay, let's go to our inventory. We gotta get rid of one of these modifications. Let's do that one. Okay. Kitty cat, what are you doing? They couldn't even override them, use smaller ones as mounts. It's true. Ah, yes. I remember that now. Thank you, Jeremy. That makes sense. Let's go grab any of the healing items. That makes sense.
No space.
Might as well get these while I'm here. Fill up our healings. Dude dropped a fucking Deathbringer out of its pincers. Alright, so, Vector, back to story. Let's see what we can find out here. Good one. Why does it look like there's a giant fucking worm around here? That's weird. Now this looks kind of like a command center. I figured there'd be like more data logs in the command center, but... Right. Ah.
Dr. Sobek, as projected, the Wichita salient has collapsed. 5 Horus-class Titans have broken through. We predict contact in 34 hours.
Everything is in position, General. It took a few shortcuts to pull everything together, but Zero Dawn is functionally complete. Good to go.
That enduring victory served its purpose after all.
Yes, if we'd had even one day less.
I've sent you an encoded file, Doctor. Please do me the favor of archiving it.
I'll see what I can do. What is it?
A brief statement. An allocution of crimes, I guess you'd call it.
To what are you admitting guilt?
Over the past 16 months, Doctor, I have presided over the greatest wholesale slaughter of military personnel and civilians in the history of history. Genghis Khan, Hitler, Stalin, Sorabella, add them all together. They don't even come close.
You didn't do the killing, General.
No, not directly. But I didn't wind up the highest-ranked military commander in the United States by resisting the automation of the armed forces. Even before the swarm, Doctor, I was helping death along. So, instead of letting what I've done sink into the murk, forgotten, I sent a file with all the details. Let posterity judge my actions with clear vision.
I'll do as you ask, General. But you should consider that were it not for your actions, our actions, there wouldn't be any posterity to judge us.
Perhaps. Dr. Sobek,
At ease, General. And goodbye.
hell of a thing.
Hot.
Forget about traveling light.
Oh, look at this.
Thank you, Dr. Sobek. You can take a seat.
What? You're going to thank her after what she just said?
Dr. Sobek has made the situation very clear, General, and given us an option. We should all be thanking her.
No, it's just... I mean, my God.
Maybe take this discussion offline.
There's not going to be any discussion. You saw the numbers. Now, Pharaoh, he'll foot the bill, but his money can't buy the time necessary to complete Zero Dawn. That can only be paid for in blood.
Oh, come on.
If we upgrade our fleet, crack the code somehow...
Were you not listening? Robots can't do the fighting for you this time. When it comes to hacking, this rogue swarm is an apex predator. Anything automated you throw at it, they will hijack and take over.
But this... We'd be throwing civilians into a meat grinder.
Commanders, the enemy we're facing self-replicates faster than we can kill it. And it eats biomass as fuel. Zero Dawn is all we've got.
So we put a railgun in the hand of every civilian strong enough to carry one, show them where the trigger is, and point them to the front? How the hell do we sell that?
By giving them something to fight for. Zero Dawn. The top-secret super-weapons program that will save us. So long as humanity holds off the swarm long enough for Dr. Sobek and her team to finish it. The file I'm sending contains the war plan for Operation Enduring Victory.
War plan? This is a war crime.
It may be ugly, but it's something. Consider the alternative. Dr. Sobek, I've secured use of a decommissioned orbital launch base outside Bryce, Utah as the Zero Dawn staging area. Plenty of space there. When can you get started?
I've already mailed you a list of alpha and beta candidates. Most are foreign nationals or subjects of corporate holdings, so extracting them...
Leave that to me. You'll get your dream team. Count on it.
Then I'll be off. Orbital launch base. What is that? What did these people do? What did Elizabeth do? Glad to be rid of that place. Now I just need to find the orbital launch base they talked about.
I've checked my data and located the base. That's the good news.
And the bad?
It's directly underneath the Citadel. The palace at Sunfall.
The capital of the Shadow Carja. Not exactly convenient.
The palace is crawling with Eclipse agents. Many in positions of authority, all of them wearing focuses. The moment they see you, Hades will too. He'll issue another kill order, and this time, the entire Shadow Carja military will be after you.
So, disable their focuses. You've done it before.
It's not that simple. Too many focuses in one place, each of them communicating with each other and back to Hades, a whole network of them.
Network? What's that?
Imagine a vast, invisible web stretched across the land from end to end, connecting focuses together, allowing them to communicate over vast distances instantaneously.
All right, so is there some way to cut the web down?
Crash the network. Audacious. Yes, there is a way. A weak point in the network.
Point the way.
I'll send the location data to your focus. Head there, and I'll be in touch when you're close with more directions.
What was Zero Dawn? What sort of super weapon did Elizabeth make? She stopped the machines. Not before the world she knew. Her civilization ended. Let's hope it won't come to that again.
So, we didn't really...
How am I gonna get down from here? Oh, this should be quite the ride.
we didn't really learn what Zero Dawn was there, but we did learn that whatever it is, humanity created Operation Enduring Victory to ensure that it happens. I'm not sure I can drop down. Maybe from here, it's probably gonna hurt, but we can probably make this jump. Yeah, I figured it would hurt. I don't know if this is the exact way I was supposed to go down. I probably missed where they wanted me to do, but this worked. Also could have fast traveled. Okay, so I think the only main story we currently have is that, so we're just gonna keep going along that path. I have 3 skill points now, so now we have this. Next thing we're gonna focus on is doing this line right here. So next time the FCN 14 has to get together to help Pia with something like getting her new weapon from wherever, you should call it Operation Enduring Fiki. Enduring Fakery. Yes. Agreed. Okay, so we actually have to go way the fuck over here now. Why are all the tall striders like in areas that I can't like get to? Anyway. I guess this is the closest campfire, so let's go here. And we'll start heading on over. We got about 30 minutes left to stream after this, so once we got 3 minutes and then we're gonna take a break. Then we got about 30 minutes, so we can at least get over there, probably. We're gonna be going to an entirely new area that we haven't been to yet, so. He did it, all his children get to watch him die.
That crazy Oseram tried to kill our Sun King till the Machine Rider stopped him cold.
Am I like the worst part of the Dynasty Warriors 2 playthrough right now? Because we need to get we're basically to the point where we just gotta max out 4 characters, which are Cao Cao, Sun Jian, Sun Quan, and Liu Bei, but they all play the exact same, and we just gotta max them out, which means we just gotta do the fucking Yellow Turban mission over and over again. Bit of a pain, but not the worst thing. Well, yes, we were in the cold, now we're in the desert. Gotta keep an eye out for foxes, though. What's this one? Is that finally a fox skin? No, it is not. Why would it be? Okay, I think these boar belong to these people. Okay, anyway, back on that way. We're in the Bright Market Settlement. There's some side quests here, but I don't really care about them. not my battle. This dude's eating his soup. I had to pick one clan from the Horizon tribe to fuck. Which would it be? Probably the Oseram, because they look like they fuck. The entire clan, yeah. Jeremy doesn't do things by half, so yeah, the entire, like, the Oseram, they look like they fuck. Alright, give me a sec, guys. We'll be right back, and you guys can discuss this in chat.